Hey guys, welcome to Nay and Bubbles Gaming World. I'm Bubbles. Nay's not here. Today is episode 2 of leveling Horde Mage, and for those who are watching both faction sides, I just recently did the alliance, so we're gonna just jump right into here. And this video is pretty much just me leveling one, and I guess like vlogging, talking. You don't even really have to watch the video if you're just wanting to listen to what I say. As I apologize on the Alliance one, and if I say anything you dislike about, I'm sorry. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, no matter if they're, oh, I hate your video versus I love your video. It's fine. We're new to YouTube, so we're just trying out a few different things. And Nay is working on Overwatch stuff, and now he's, like I said, he has more hours, so he's not playing so much. But for those who definitely watch the Alliance ones, I am sorry for Headless Horseman going nuts. Apparently, Horde on the server isn't doing it. Sorry, my cord is getting caught on my desk, and I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have the Razer Kraken, not the wireless ones. I would love to get those. And if y'all saw the boxing video, but oh look, really?
The fire burns! You strive in vain as fate's wheel turns!
That's not showing up. That's crazy. It's supposed to be showing up. Whatever. Sorry about that. For those who watch both, I mentioned, about the hurricane on the East Coast and stuff. I didn't know about anyone living over there. Please be careful. I don't want anything happen to anyone. Let's see. I mentioned some stuff about my brother. Oh, and get out of my face. She was in the middle of whatchamacallit, so she didn't stomp the ground. I mentioned that Nay's mom and dad are apocalyptic people, that in case something happens, they'll be prepared. It's like, get out. I'm not in a kitchen. Why would they? I don't know why this seems a little louder than normal. I'm just going to put it down one. I hope you can hear me. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why that thing was acting up when I wanted to turn my volume down. So, yeah, I don't know. I tested it about hearing, but I don't know if it's, you can't hear me. I mean, I have the mic like in my face. I don't want to shove it in my mouth, and you definitely won't hear me. I wanted to find out if it was okay if I leveled, and played even when I'm not recording, but I do, but I don't. It sucks.
The bells have told. Shelter your weak, your young, and your old.
Now it got me.
Each of you shall
Here
pay
comes
the
the
final
laugh.
sum. Cry for mercy. The reckoning has come.
There it goes. Son of a gun. So, like I said, this is pretty much just vlogging, talking, playing, so you don't have to stare at, nothing. Very similar to our longer videos we recently did with, we were talking about the T-Mog. I was doing a T-Mog when we were talking, because we don't have a lot of viewers are people to comment on the video for the pet battle giveaway, which I didn't mention in the Alliance one, so those who don't watch this, I'm sorry. No one's commenting, so we're just gonna keep going like we are, and even if we have to do it when we hit 100, we will. But no matter what, we want to give the pets away, and at 100 we were giving mounts. I'm also still trying to get viewers so I can also give away the Red Dragon keyboard, because I don't want it. I'm not going to use it. And the headphones, particularly if I do get the wireless ones, I would be giving these away. They are used. And we also spoke about our recent, the Facebook, which the Facebook's acting stupid, so I had to change it. Because they're like, we need to prove who you are. And we do have a page, but it's so different than just being able to log on to an actual Facebook. But we do the Twitter and Instagram. I mostly just post pictures, just because I record these with a computer, and I don't know if you can do long videos on Twitter. Even if you can post videos on Twitter, I never did tweeting. I only got the Twitter and Instagram for being a YouTuber, so don't judge me if I do anything wrong. But we do have the email. It's Nate and Bubba's Gaming World at, I think it's gmail.com. I think so. Yes, I'm sure. But I stated that I printed out our background icon, which is, the stuff, the Mario stuff. Kind of cool. The printer that we use was at our local library because they have like better than the at-home stuff. So that's really cool. We're going to most likely just like put it in our window and talk, because we want to get stuff that like we actually see a truck around here that actually has I know they have a YouTube because it says YouTube. So they have a YouTube and they have other things, and it's like stickers on their windows. And I was like, we need that, we need, so that our local people, because our community kind of is where they would support people no matter what. They'll subscribe even if they don't watch. And that's fine. If you want to subscribe and not watch my videos just because you're a friend of a friend or whatever, I thank you. But we haven't gotten any of that, but we want to. And it's also because is this a cucumber? Oh no, that's a fin. Come here, you little fart. Next year we're going to definitely be working on the games. I actually spoke to another family member, and they are writers. They like to write, creative writing. And I was like, okay, hey, you want to hook up with me and let's help me finish writing this book, and we'll, write a book together? Because I'm stuck. I don't know if I can. Last time I chauffeured with one of these, I went too fast and it vanished. So I'm going to walk. But so I have now 2 people who can quite possibly help me finish writing my books, because I'm at a part. This is fun, I can tell you. I'm at a part where the people in the book need to escape the campsite, and it's not a normal campsite, but that's the best that I can tell you. And I don't want it to be boring, like, oh, they snuck out in the dead of night, blah, and they're free. No, it's got to be exciting, and it's got to be, where one of them get captured and again, or hurts. You have to have those things. So I'm hoping that one of these people get the chance and opportunity to help me, so that I can move on. Because if I moved on myself, and it's like, okay, I start writing, I skip that, and I start writing to where they're free. But what happens when I finally figure out how they escape and it doesn't fit? So I can't just continue writing. And then one of the people had a very interesting idea for like a book. And I was like, oh no, honey, that's going to be an awesome game. So we recently watched a YouTuber play a game that says that it's not a game. I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't even know what it's called. And you have to it's like those kind of escape games. I think I mentioned this. Oh my gosh. Am I like, my brain is done. Didn't I talk about this last time? See, this is the problem. I need to start watching my videos to find out what I should talk. I actually was told from a person that they actually had a little list of topics posted next to their monitor to remind themselves what to talk about. I don't know. I think I mentioned this. Whatever. Yeah, because... sorry.
What is it?
I don't know. Either way, we're creating games. You know that.
Remember, patient, what is it?
Where do I turn the freaking fin into? Returned. Yes, to where? Alright. I used the Merlin clay, so Merlin, what's this way? I returned to Calcin at Calcin Estate. Well, that's here. But where? Second. Sorry if that was loud. Cedric. My spacebar is stupid. Oh. It's up there. Come on, Murloc. I love the Murloc pets. It's so cool. They are. They're adorable.
What is it? Beware.
Sky is dark. The fire burns. You strive in vain as
Sparky.
fate's wheel turns.
I might have to shift these to every other day. Sorry, no, I spoke about it not being so blah, because I actually think my first two videos were kind of, you know, like you're drowning on and on. And I do apologize. And I think my last one, the Alliance episode 2, which you can hear a little banging, one of my neighbors is doing stuff. So I was like, sorry. And my last one, I told an episode oh my god, I explained it about one of my older children, my oldest child, this and that, and then talking about how kids have better manners than adults and stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't get my revisions yet. Okay, so tomorrow's episode 3, both will probably have their professions, which, by the way, even if you want to do like a big profession that's like blacksmithing, stuff like that, if you wanted to wait and do that after you were max and then go back and get some of the stuff you never got, that's okay, because if you get mining and herbing, they give you experience when you mine an herb, so you'll level faster. I don't know. Well, a lot of people don't know that. So that's usually why all of my tunes have it, and then technically they stick with it because I have so many tunes. So I have a blacksmither and a JC and an inscriptor and a blah 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 on every server, and I don't need any more. I actually think with these two, oh no, I did Quabbles, by the way. I want to do a priest because I started to play my disc priest, and I haven't played her, but she has the ring and she's locked at that level. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I can level another one. And then, as I said, I wanted to do a horde druid, but I can't do a horde druid. Everyone that can be a druid is so, I'm not into that race. And I think there's an achievement. I don't know what it's called. Let's see if it says races. No, it's something about leveling a character of every. Oh, I don't. Oh yeah, see, okay. I need those two. Okay, so I have a Megar. Why is it down there? And that, but I haven't leveled them. But I do need them. Just to level it, and I guess delete it. But there's an achievement Nay recently told me about to level one of every class. So it's not races, it's class. What am I saying? I mean, it's races, not classes. Oops. No, not that. I want show all results, dork. Oh, by the way, if you notice I'm not drowning, they finally made it to where undeads have automatic underwater breathing. I'm like, come on. They're undead. They don't need to breathe. And as I said in the first episode, she's kind of like the... Okay, I was a human and I died, and this is what I look like now.
Let there be no doubt.
It's just funny. None of the horseman stuff was talking on our first episode because, like, there's no one doing it now. There's tons of people doing it. And of course, like I said, all the new server, not new servers, but new server connections. I still don't know who I'm linked with and if they're like an active server. I remember they started with that specifically to let these inactive servers get stuff done, but I don't know who I'm linked with. All I know is Norganon and Kargath are linked, and then I have some Shingamaganis, and then a few others just because their friends were on there and wanted to tune on there. I'm done with that. Go away! Run away from the rat. Even though it's not a rat. Oh, I don't want to pull this into him. I try to avoid doing that. Hopefully it just resets. So Scarlet Warrior. I think this starts another quest that's over there. And for people who are wondering what's here, not here. It's this, yeah. There's this, I know it's somewhere out here, that weird fairy thing or something with fey dragons. Oh, something. I can't remember. I used to watch videos about stuff like that, and then we had a friend who, I don't want to say they're trying to break WoW, but they did push the boundaries and found out where they can go and where they can't go. They don't play anymore, which sucks, but it's very funny. Yeah. Going. There it goes. I knew there was something as part of I was supposed to start a quest. Also, so I don't know if there's Halloween going on where y'all are. Our most recent thing was that we had to sign up for and get actual invitations to the trunk or treats, which usually that's just in everything. You know, anybody can come and trunk or treat, which the trunk or treats were really good because we didn't really want to walk around Halloween night. It's dark, it's cold, whatever. But now even the scheduled make an appointment ones were canceled. And I'm like, this sucks. So it's gonna be just after Halloween, only because I want to do it on a day that Nay is not working, which are Sundays and Mondays. We're going to do a in-home haunted house with glow-in-the-dark paint, black lights, anything dark to cover up the, white walls, because they're all white walls in here. Well, eggshell walls. And so we're going to get like a stack of black paper and then just tape it to the walls. I have a black tablecloth that's for Halloween. And I'm actually going to go get a twin sheet set black so that I can how I take the pictures is that I take the fitted sheet and I put it over a regular chair and I just tie the backing and then I sit the flat sheet. I get it to the wall and down onto the floor and then I sit the chair on that so it looks very professional. I'm going to tell you that. So that's your backdrop, and what people don't understand is backdrop needs to come into the floor as well, so that the picture kind of gives you that look. So we're gonna set that up to have, to look like that. And we're gonna do some. I'm very crafty, so for anyone who, if anything, I'll make a small short video and put that on the personal. I can't talk today. The personal lifestyle section series that we have that we really haven't posted in yet, so that we can, if anyone has that idea or any ideas from that, and I think I'm going to incorporate this to next year too, especially if we move, because if we move, it's an all one floor house. Where we're at now, it's 2 floors, which I don't like. Our upstairs is, we don't go upstairs unless we're going to like bed. So our upstairs is like, if there's something down here, we're like, just throw it upstairs. So it's just upstairs, sitting there, But our downstairs is perfection, just because we're down here. But we're gonna pretty much design like a pathway through the house, using couches, other chairs, and stuff. And we're also going to do a treasure hunt. So that's going to be really interesting. And we're all getting involved. Everyone in my house. It's not just for the children. Because it's just fun. And even if you don't have children, do something on the... Whoa. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Do something for the holidays. I mean, everybody's like... Oh, there's people. They're like... People who, you know, start putting up Christmas lights and celebrating Christmas before actual Christmas are happier. And I'm like... Not really. Because I was told the... rates skyrocketed during the holidays. But... Do anything. Everybody can be sad at one point. Just do anything. Just to, you know, I mean, it's just do something. And personally, me, I think Halloween decorations and all that is the month of October. And then you have some of the leftover Halloween stuff that's more fall-y and in fall decorations in the month of November. And then on December 1st, mind you, not November, December 1st. Is when you can start putting up Christmas stuff and playing Christmas music. That's my opinion. For those who do it early, I don't like you. Not really, just saying. I don't. There's a few people who have the big, huge, blown up spiders around here, and it's funny because they deflate them during the day. It just looks creepy. And it actually gets darker a lot earlier, so we stay on a little longer, and people get to see it. But I'm not the type of person who can have, you know, Christmas lights in November. I still like my fall stuff, you know, scarecrows, the hay, just the fall color things like owls and leaves and, you know, stuff like that. And for people like, well, I don't want to spend $30 in a store. Get some crayons and a piece of paper and look at designs of leaves, even if you have to get your own, and put a paper down, leaf, and then a paper, and then use like a brown and just, I forgot what it's called, like rubbing. I think it's called rubbing. And there you go. You have some decorations. Cut out the leaf and you're good. Or just try to color the whole paper that color and then cut, like temporarily hold the leaf over the paper and start cutting around it. Whatever. Do anything. You don't need to spend money on decorations. Like, I actually would like to start doing it. We actually are. Once we move and get some stuff set up, I personally will start be doing those type of decorations and stuff like that. Especially the anything gaming, which is technically computer. Keyboards, hard drives, anything computer I'm going to be doing stuff out of, like making anything. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to start that. I didn't get Mary Paul. I thought that was, sorry, I thought that one was part of the stuff over there. Like, it was just two places to get it. So let me go get this real quick. Sorry, it's starting to get cold, and I didn't want to turn the heat on because I don't know how loud it is. I think our coldest was like 30. It actually went up. It's supposed to be 50 something tomorrow. Oddly enough, that's not it. I thought that word.
Prepare yourselves. The bells have tolled. Shelter your weak, your young, and your old. Each of you shall
That
pay
person's
the
stealing my
final sum. Cry for mercy.
The
reckoning has come.
You know, it. We were talking today about the voices for our game, and oh, it's gonna be so stupidly fun for us to do the voices because Nay and I, we can't be serious. We can't. We actually had a thing that we wanted to test. That little saying's actually true about fake fighting. Fight with your partner as an exercise and say everything and then forget it all. And it's actually a thing. And communication is key, of course. So we talk a lot, and then on top of it, we actually did the arguing thing. It was funny because we ended up laughing about it. So then we were like, hey, let's have a argument in front of course, it's only his family here. Where we are. My family's only on the East Coast. And I was like, okay, we're going to argue in front of your family and see if any of them say anything and think it's real. So we started to, but he made this face, and I had to hold in a huge laugh, and I just couldn't. So we started laughing, and then the one family member was like, "Oh, you didn't." I was like, "We so did. I'm so sorry." Like, we couldn't fake fight. Like, it was too funny. But that's how we are. We don't argue technically. I mean, we have this stupid quabbles. Quaffle. What is it? See, I don't want to say quabbles because I'm using that as quabbles for my character name, Qubbbles. Whatever, squabbles. Squabbles, I think, is what I'm looking for. You know, everybody has those. You know, for somebody, they left the cabinet open and they don't really leave the cabinet open ever, or it's the first time they left the cap of the toothpaste. And I'm like, you know, I've heard the stories from people that I've known. It's like, oh, well, I left my spouse because I divorced them, actually, because they couldn't, they left their socks everywhere. And I'm like, you divorced your spouse because they were always leaving their socks places. Now, okay, if it happens constantly and you've asked them constantly and nothing, okay. But it's like, I'm so afraid to say anybody who thinks I'm wrong. But it's like, me, seriously, it's socks. Yes, it can get annoying, but to leave them for it is kind of like, I don't know what. Like, I love Nate to death. I mean, he's my soulmate. So, and I found his socks a couple places that they shouldn't be. You know, like, what? And then, oh my gosh, leaving them rolled up. I want to punch him in the face for leaving them rolled up. But you know what? It's not, okay, I'm divorcing you because you left your rolled up socks laying around again. This is the 100th time, blah, blah, blah. No, I can't. Because, you know, every time, let's say, I'm not trying to be a genderist, but let's say this. I'm going to say this now. Us women, we have done things that we would get annoyed if we found, like the socks. But we've done that. And we left our socks. And we're like, oh, well now. But who cares? I've only done it once. He did it 100 times. I don't care. You've done it. Get over it. It's a sock. Or just anything that's like that. So if you ever have done something that you hate that your spouse does, and you recently do it, the moment that you do it, you need to be like, oh, and then walk up to your spouse and hug them and say, I'm sorry. And then just kiss them and walk away. That's it. Or just kiss them and walk away, you know, because, and do stuff like that. Surprise them every now and then. Just walk up. Because a lot of people, they get this normalcy, I guess, and you stop being what they call the newlywed stage, or the first year of dating stage, where it's all new and geekly and stuff. You kind of forget about doing that after a while. Don't forget. It sucks. But, I don't know. Sorry. I'm glad I'm not choking on my own spit or swallowing on my own spit. I can't. I have no idea why that was. So, oh, and I think I mentioned that I spoke to my brother about headphone and camera. So we're going to be looking into that soon. But with everything else that's going on in the world, other things are just slightly more important. Yeah. And like I said, the phone's still broken. I almost broke my iPad. I was so mad. I had it in my left hand, and I turned the corner, and we have a corner, and then when you face that way, there's a door on your left. And I hit that doorknob, and I guess I hit it just right, and the iPad goes like to the floor, and I'm just like, I just stare at it, and I give myself a sad face, and then I turn around and look at him like, I dropped my iPad. And I was like, I don't want to touch it because it'll be broken. I didn't even want to pick it up. So I asked him to pick it up, and he opened it. He goes, nope, it's fine. I'm like, oh, like I actually took a breath. I could actually breathe. So I was so afraid that it was broken. And so I bought it off my local 401 site or something. I think it was one of the sales sites for like $80. And it has like a case and a protective screen thing. So I'm hoping that all of that into the fact that the way it landed made it okay. So, no, don't go in. Did you know for the longest time I felt so stupid I didn't know how to pronounce apothecary?
Fire consumes. You
Do you know you can be a fully grown, educated person? I'm not trying to say you have a degree in English writing, whatever, but educated, that's a word I used to use. And you'll hear those words. No, it's not that I don't know how to say educated. It's just funny to say educated, like my one son, squamage instead of sandwich. It's funny. But I didn't know how to say it. So there's always those some words you, at that moment, you get tongue tied and you're just like, and you can't say it right. Like specifically, earlier today, I couldn't say specifically. And I wanted to punch my steering wheel because I couldn't pronounce it. Reckoning. Haha, there goes the laugh. So, that is... Oh, come on. Shush. We're going to go ahead and leave this one here. Tomorrow, I'll do episode 3 of Both Factions. For those who watch Both Factions, I greatly appreciate it. Dislike, if you choose to, subscribe, comment, and if you want, get notifications for when I have the next videos. This series will continue for a while because, I gotta get these things to 50, and it's pretty much just me vlogging and playing. Sorry for anyone who didn't like anything I said. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So I'll see you next time. Have a lovely day. Bye!